because I'm such a Spyker spreader lover, they reached out to me and they're like, hey, do you want to try this spreader? And I was like, yeah, I'll try your spreader. This kind. This is a 25 pounder, okay? It's new and it's from Spyker. And it's a little bag. It's here, and I'm gonna put it together, see if I can figure out how to put this sucker together. And I think this is an edge guard and everything. I think this thing just goes inside here to keep the piece, or to keep the bag up. It's got like a poly bag. It's like a canvas kind of like bag, poly. Very durable bag with a window, so you know how much stuff you've got in there. Yeah, I think that just goes there. Hold it like there. Suppose I could read the instructions. And then it's also got a little crank right here. I'm telling you, the Spyker, it's a good product. You know, I don't just say that because they send me stuff. I say it because it's full-blown legit. Okay, so see that? A little bit of like a crank style action. Oh, that's a hip guard. Ha! It's a hip guard. It's a hip guard. So I was thinking it was an edge guard, but no, it's for your hip. So yeah, that's full-blown necessary there. So according to this website right here from the University of Missouri or something like that, this little website or this little calculator tells you how many pounds of a particular product to put down if your desired application rate is X. So you put your desired application rate of X, which in my case, I want to put down 1/4 pound of nitrogen. You put the analysis in, which this is a 2000, so you put that in, and then you tell it how many square feet you've got. I have 8,000 square feet, and I want to do 1/4 pound of nitrogen. So, and then you just hit calculate pounds, and then this says you need to put down 10 pounds of this product in order to achieve 1/4 pound of nitrogen. This is what I want to do. I'm going to weigh it out, and I'm going to do 10 pounds of nitrogen, or 10 pounds of this product right here, and it sucks that this bag is ripped. I'm going to weigh out 4 pounds, because I know the scale only goes up to 5. 4 pounds. So that's 4 pounds, 1 ounce right there. All right, so pretty much the top of that blue line right there, that's 4 pounds. So I need to do 2.5 of those. So I'm gonna put that into... All right, so this thing's got this little lever right here. And it opens up the hopper, okay? So that opens and closes the hopper. It's actually pretty nice that you got the window there. So that's 8 pounds, and then I've got to do 2 more pounds. So that's gonna be 10 pounds of fertilizer right there. And don't be taking your kitchen scale out into the lawn and being measuring fertilizer with it. Don't do that. You do that, you'll get busted. Okay? I'm just gonna give you the lowdown. This is overseeding season, seeding season. This can spread seed, it can spread fertilizer, it can spread everything that you want to spread in there. So Spyker is doing a promo, 20% off, exclusively on the Spyker online store. It was originally $80 plus shipping plus the discount. It's going to be $64 plus shipping. The link to the product page to share with your followers where they can buy is X. This is a limited time promotion, okay? It'll run until September 2nd or September 12th. So I'm not giving you the details on that. I'm not. This isn't really a commercial. I'm just saying. I've been happy with their product, and they're saying, hey, if you're interested in buying, you can get 20% off. So I'm not here to sell the product to you or whatever, but so then you put this over here like this. Love Spyker. They make fantastic products. I love my walk behind. It is absolutely fantastic. So the trick with this is you got to get the strap just kind of right where you want it. There's a little handheld button right here, and you just walk around going like this, and then you use this hand hold right here to kind of aim where you want to go, or you're using this in the front. This can be a little bit confusing here, but follow the directions right here. So you set your knob where you want to push it in. So you push the knob in right here, you turn it to the setting you want, and I'm gonna do about a 2. And then you just only pull back the lever just a tiny little bit until you hear it click. You don't pull it back all the way expecting it to only open a little bit or however much you set the knob. You only pull this knob back as far back as you hear the click. And be very careful, because if you spill fertilizer all over the lawn, it'll burn it. And then when you're done and you want to stop, you press the button again to turn the hopper off. But I used this once before, and it was satisfactory. I'm happy with it, and I like it because it's a little handheld thing. You don't have to put a lot in there. You can just kind of walk around. Just a little nice alternative to the one that you're holding in your hand like this, because it's on your shoulder. So I'm going to try to spread this 10 pounds evenly over this 8,000 square foot section. So I've got my fertilizer set. I'm just going to hit this little thing until you hear it click. There we go. So it's going down really light. I can see it right now coming out of the hopper. The hopper is barely open, so it's kind of barely coming out. So the dial's not up enough, it's not spreading very much. So, and these lower settings are gonna be for like your seed. So let's do 5, okay? I'm gonna do a 5. So you're cranking like this, you pull this lever back just a little tiny bit until you hear it click, and there you go. So now it's going, okay? There we go. So now it's really coming out, and that was too much, so I'm gonna dial this back to a 4. There we go. That's a good setting right there. So I'm gonna venture to say that 4 feels about right, the setting number 4. I'm gonna now run around and sprinkle this whole section. Like I said, you can use this as kind of like a steering thing, or like this, just to kind of hold it up like this. And realistically, you're kind of holding it up. Maybe not so, you're kind of holding it up like this, so it's kind of flat, and so you can kind of aim where you want to go. Don't want to put it down too heavy. You want to make sure you try to get all of the... And then when you're done, you hit the button and it closes the hopper. It's kind of the same as every other fertilizer spreader. You kind of have to shake it if you've got your hopper open just a little bit. It's got a nice wide spray pattern, and it tends to throw more to the driver's right. It's kind of nice, actually. If you're feeling it getting clogged, you can feather this little handle right there, which is really nice. Ooh, it looks like I just put a little bit too much down right there. I think that my most favorite part about this spreader is you can feather that handle. So if you have a clog, you can let a little bit more out, a little more, a little less, a little more. So if you set your dial really light, you can just feather how much you want to come out of the hopper at once by holding down this little handle right here, or adjusting it. And that pretty well does it. She's empty. But that wasn't too difficult. Hit a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. So, there she is, the Spyker little spreader since 1868. It's a good little deal. I'm gonna put down some seed in these washout sections here. So let's see how this sucker does with seed. So here's my Everest Kentucky Bluegrass. This is the second bag that I've got. This is a certified Everest Kentucky Bluegrass seed. It's got all the good qualities that you would want to find in a bag of seed. Like no weeds, germination rate like 158%, and all this just weird stuff. So you really only have to put this stuff down at 3 pounds per 1,000. And that might be all I do. So that's almost 2 pounds. 1 pound 6 ounces. I'm gonna spread this seed, and And I just spread a bunch of it in the spreader, and it works pretty good. But didn't film it because my camera had turned off because it said, camera too hot, shutting down. So put the camera in the freezer. So let's try that. And it works pretty good. It's a good little setup. So I've got this bald spot right here that I want to spread some seed on. And like I said, the best thing about this spreader is you can feather. If you don't want to do anything with the dial, you can just feather the hopper with this little thumb thing. You hold it like this, and then you just feather this, and you can open the hopper as much or as little as you want. Which that's probably the best feature about this, actually, because you could stop it at any time or start. And I kind of like that. I mean, it's hard to see the seed coming out of the hopper on camera, but it's coming out pretty good. It's got a good spray pattern. It does spray on my arm, which I'm not a huge fan of, but that's okay. Nothing in life is perfect, guys. It's like, oh yeah, you suck, because it's not perfect. Nothing is perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We can't all be perfect here, you know, can't be good at everything. So I want to get it heavy right here. Want it heavy in all the bald spots, like right here. So there it is, the Spyker little bag spreader. It's got the nice window. You can see your product. It's a nice, decent little thing. It's not super expensive, so it's not going to break the bank. So I am a proponent for Spyker. Why? Because I like their products. I think they make good products. I've been very, very happy with my walk behind. I've had two. I had a little 50 pound, now I have a little 80 pound, or a bigger 80 pound, and you know, they are good, fantastic products. So go Spyker.